What's going down? It's your boy Dre back again. F.T.S. Network, you know what I'm saying? Another reaction type shit. This is a little old, but I never got around to it, so I'm doing it now anyway. I have not actually seen this video. I've only seen a very short clip of it. This is Cam Newton's girlfriend talking on some of that like super submissive woman shit. Here's my thing with that. First of all, I don't really like to just be like wild out of pocket just telling women how to woman. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to get too crazy with it one way or another. I will say, um, you, do whatever works for you, I guess, right? Like, you can't really knock these women for saying that this is how they roll and this is how they get down and this is how they feel like women supposed to treat their man because they the only ones who have to do it. But it's not how I raised my daughter. I wouldn't tell my daughter that that would be what she needs to do to keep or to have a man. So I mean, we'll take that what it is. It's not. And I have two. I only have daughters, so I have to kind of think about these things. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know what I'm saying. Well, let's watch this video a little bit and see what she's talking about.
All right, so let's bring it back to the basics. What is the art of being submissive? First step is get with somebody who wants.
Even the fact that they call it the art of being submissive is kind of weird to me. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a little. I guess it's an art.
Step is get with somebody who wants what you have to offer. I think love and submission is a tailored fit. It's not a one size fits all. So I can only tell you what it means to me. Now for me, it's complete selflessness. I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant. And I watched my mother serve all my life, and it was rain, sleet, or slow. I think we talked about this on the phone. My mother's love for my father wasn't conditional. It's not my responsibility, but
it's your joy.
It is my joy. I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest. And it shouldn't be conditional. A part of that.
This is the same thing as like when this is like the polar opposite of Lil Boosie. I know y'all are like, what is this man talking about? Okay, listen, this is what I mean. If you listen to the shit Boosie be saying, it's not all like wild crazy. Like a lot of the stuff Boosie says like makes sense. A lot of like, cause it's not about stuff that he's completely unaware, uninformed, and like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like when he's not talking about gay people or kids or anything like that. When Boosie's talking about, you know, the reason why Eric Holder killed Nipsey is because he was hypnotized with hate. When you watch that little video, it's like, okay, that's really, really what happened. Like, you really right about that. So it's like this, like she say little shit that you can really get behind. You like, okay, like it is cool to find, like I find when I'm, as a man, when I'm with a woman, I find joy in being what makes her happy in different spaces. Like obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's when I don't know. It's like it's like then there's like the moments where it's like, but when she says, you know, and I know he's asleep because I know when his breathing changes because it's like, okay, like so now it's like you dedicating your life to whatever, and then also it's like not to talk about Cam Newton on some like, you know, for no reason, but Cam Newton a nigga with like, you know, if Sierra told me that she was rubbing Russell Wilson's back until his breathing changed, I would still think it was weird Like, 'cause I guess that's where I'm at with it. It ain't nothing wrong with it, but that shit's definitely weird. It's just weird. That's all. I would still think it was weird if Sierra did that, but I would be like, okay, after all the stuff we see Sierra put up with, it's like maybe because she feels so lucky to have this kind of man who's gonna honor and respect her in that way that she feels so free to give to him in that way. But I watched. I wasn't doing reaction videos when I watched this. If I was, I definitely would have done one over this. I watched the video of Cam Newton talking to Brittany Renner. Like, my nigga is not like a pillar of chivalry. That's all I'm saying. He seemed funny, you know what I'm saying? And Cam Newton did said some like, it ain't that bad being black stuff. I hate when niggas say shit like that. So, you lose you lose a little bit of points for me anyway. But anyway, okay. Let's see what else she's talking about.
That lack of conditions too means that you do your duty joyfully regardless of
Yes.
what's being done for you.
That's it. I do my duty joyfully regardless of what is happening to and for me. Now some days I might be more cheerful than others because I have my own.
She completely lost me right there. Man, woman, or indifferent. This ain't me talking to her as a woman. This me talking to her as a person. And I'm not talking to her. I'm really just talking as a person. It ain't no indifferent to how you treat me. You get everything from me. Fuck that. We not doing that. That's what we not doing. Under any circumstances ever, not at all. No. That's not acceptable. I don't care. I don't care. When we was younger, it was kind of like on some. It was cool if you could do women dirty and they still mess with you, then it was like a sign that you was like, more of a man. Like it's like, what I'm saying, you out here pimping. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You got the juice. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's not what we were saying back then, but that's the vibe, right? You get older and you like, that's trash. That's trash behavior as a person. It's manipulative and like all this other stuff. You shouldn't do that. You should actually like, care about somebody who you say you care about and blah, 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 blah. I'm all the way off the train. Did she just, and this is what I mean when I say that she's like Lil Boosie, because she just Lil Boosie me. I was listening to her talk and I was like, maybe she has a few points. And then I just listened to her talk a little bit longer and I was like, yep, I got to get off of this one. This is all you, but anyway, let's watch the train go down the tracks because we ain't on it no more. Y'all might be, but I'm gone.
Stuff going on. When there's times where it's like, I don't even want to say what's going on with me because again, I know how to deal with me and my pain. I'll cry in the shower and keep it moving, But in the art of submission for me, because I can't speak for everybody, is being joyful about it. That want of, and I think not even just a want, the power of knowing that you have the power to make someone's day better. And that's a choice.
And easier.
Yes, better and easier. That's a choice that you have to make. I always make the choice to do it. I like to give. I like to allow my person to lead. They know.
I also think she's full of shit. Also, but by the way, just to add in, it ain't nobody on the planet. It's nobody. It's not a personal thing either. It's not like I think she specifically is full of shit. Anyone who is telling me that no matter how their day is going, no matter what's going on with them, no matter what the other person is doing to them, all they want to do when they wake up and go to bed is do for this one person. It ain't no way. It's no way. Maybe this is just the cycle. She's saying this so that I can be here saying what I'm saying about her saying it so that she could get clicks. So hopefully I will get clicks and we can all get a check. Maybe she just trying to help me get a bag. Listen, Jazzy, thank you for this opportunity to get this bag. But you're full of shit. What you saying is bullshit and you kind of full of shit too. But we're gonna...
Like, and when it translates in the bedroom, I like to feel dominated. You know, riding dick ain't always my favorite position because I like to be taken advantage. Oh my gosh, no, I don't like to be taken advantage of. I like to feel.
That's okay.
That's
I like
really
to be degraded.
funny.
Yeah,
Those are languages that I like and I accept.
I do, but if I'm comfortable and if I trust you. So just know what that means. Know that
that's
dance
whatever.
with your partner. I think of relationships and submission and being submissive is like, it's like an 8 count. Know that dance. You better know that 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, dishes clean. 2, laundry. 3, if you have a long day and you fight in the world, you will never come back and fight me. You will never come back and
See, here's where she says
walk
shit that
into
she
a
could
space
rock
that
with.
is not welcoming you.
Because
know?
that's
Do you
real.
think-
That what she just said is actually some real shit. Like to like not have to come home after a long day into a space that's not welcoming to you and all of that shit. That's real as fuck. And that I do think is value. I think that's the crazy thing about every time I see women talking like this like extra submissive woman talk. It's always things that I do think it's frustrating almost because some of the stuff they say and I do think is valuable and I do think is a conversation that I would like to see have more in general about how people treat each other within relationships. But obviously because I'm a heterosexual male, I want to see women have this conversation with each other because I would like to see that more prevalent in women because that's who I date. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, control shit on some, it benefits me shit. I would love for it to be more understood by women, by people. Fuck it. It just don't, I don't get, listen, I get it. I get this. So sometimes I feel like this can happen as a man where you're constantly saying like, I wish women would ... And it's like you just want to control women, but it's like, dawg, I don't be fucking niggas. Like I don't have sex with men, so I don't really care what men is out here doing. And I know long term that's not really being supportive of women. So I do care what men are doing, but when I'm just talking from my emotions of what I care about in like real time, I'm never thinking about how men are treating their romantic partners because they're not my romantic partners. I'm only thinking about how women treat theirs. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying like that. But yes, my whole point in saying all that is she's actually right about that. How you get treated by like feeling like you coming home to a welcoming space. That's right. What they were saying a second ago about all the sex stuff, that's all fully valid too. Like whatever gets you off, gets you off. Like I don't kink shame. Like if you like to, whatever. People like a wide variety of things and, whatever. I don't care. It's not my business. It's not even I don't care because it's less than I don't care. It really is. It doesn't matter to me at all. It's not my business. Like they said, as long as both people are consenting, and that's what y'all like, and they were also right about that. You need to be on the same. I do believe you need to be on the same page as that. I feel like if you like what they was talking about, like the one girl she like I like to be degraded. Like if you like motherfuckers to call you like all kinds of like out your names and be spitting on you and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to you, then you need somebody who's down to do that, or you gonna be bored, or like you're gonna be asking her to do something they're not comfortable with. They can be like, this is gross. So he'll be looking at you crazy. So you gotta find somebody who you're on the same page with. They are right about some of these things. But the damn what it means for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not with that part of it. They lost me there. But let's see how much of this more. Let's watch some more.
That this is controversial in some capacity.
Absolutely. To some, it could be enabling. And someone told me one time, they're like, you're enabling him. And I told him how that made me feel. And he was like, of course they're going to say that. They don't have nobody doing that for them.
How did it make you feel?
It made me feel like maybe I am. But at the same time, that's my love. So if you don't understand it, I'm not loving on you for you to get it. That's how I love. And whoever I love is going to get that benefit.
Yes.
There was a time where, women needed men for everything. We couldn't even open up a bank account, And now it's like women are really in their bag where they're like, I have my own business. I'm doing this. I don't need a man for nothing. Like basically, like, can I be frank? Like I don't need a nigga for shit. I don't, and I can say those words, but I want one.
So my brain wants to understand the exchange here. Because,
I know,
and
I'm
this
all
could
over
be,
the
it's
place.
not, no, you're doing great. But because I told you, I'm going to ask a bunch of stupid questions.
Yeah.
Because this dynamic.
She's kind of right. Like, I mean, that is true to a degree, but it's just the extreme that she takes it. That's really it. I don't know how much more I really even have to comment on this. I don't think there's nothing else that she's gonna say that's gonna make me have anything else to say about what she has to say, because part of it is like, because she has a super solid point, which is that it's her life. So whatever she want to do with it, like, that's on her. My only thing about that is that you can't pretend like you're not out here trying to promote that the way you live your life is, if it's not like the best way, at least it's like a solid option for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you putting this out here for other people to take and potentially do because of content, whatever. I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing, like, oh, you trying to get these people. It's not that. But you can't like put it out there and then rest back on, okay, it's like this. It's like, if I tell you about how the reason why I vote is because of all of these things, where I feel like it ties into my real life and community and all of these other things, I feel like it's a pillar of things that we need to do and blah 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 blah. I'm like really encouraging you to vote while I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I can say, but we all have our own choice. Like, yeah, we do. But the reason I'm telling you all this stuff is because I want you to vote. So it's like, the reason why she's telling us all this stuff is because she thinks that women should take her mentality on and that they will be happier. My only thing is that she did like kind of highlight an exchange between a nigga who's taking advantage of you. Of course they would say that argument always. It's one that as a man I try and never give. Like, if a woman comes to me and they're like, people said that, I'd be like, of course they said that. I knew they would try and say that to bring us apart. It gives me the manipulative vibe, so I just try not to ever do it. So, and I said earlier she was full of shit. Whatever she said that just now, I was like, maybe he just really got her, because he's rich. He's rich. Like, imagine, I see broke ass I see broke niggas have some women like wrapped up in some craziness and had nothing to give them. So, I mean, this is not really that crazy.
I think like my relationship with my partner is very egalitarian. Like, we're equals. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm giving for the sake of giving, and I'm not receiving for the sake of receiving. I'm receiving being like, well, I deserve this, and I'm giving being like, you deserve this. So there's that exchange happening.
So you you tell him the things that you need?
Yeah.
And the things that you feel like you deserve, you'll say that?
100%.
How will you say that?
I need you to step up in these areas. I need to know.
Bruh, wait. Oh my God. Yo. I'm like, the face that she's making right now, that's the face I'm making right now. She never even considered. She said, wait, y'all hold on. I gotta run that back. Just in case y'all did not wait. She said, you tell him when you need shit?
Dawn, you tell him the things that you need?
Yeah.
And the things that you feel like you deserve, you'll say that?
100%.
How will you say that?
I need you to step up in these areas. I need to not worry about this. I need to be able to take my brain off this thing. I need more affection. I need more love. If we're going to be sexual, here's the things that I need to like feel more sexual. And in return, I invite that. Like, so we have a lot of conversations.
How does he receive it well?
I think everybody has a problem with being told that they're not doing enough, because we always go to like, well, I'm already doing X, Y, and Z. Right. So I think that there can be, I wouldn't say that he's always arms wide open, but he always adjusts. But so I guess when I'm listening to your relationship style, I'm like, if we kind of broke it down into like to-dos specifically, like what does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like
you don't
packing
even have
his bag,
the more
bag.
interesting question to ask would have been, what does that nigga do? I'm not trying to sound like no hater, bro. Like, whatever. If this is what y'all got, this is what y'all got. You got a woman who want to do everything in the world. You got a woman who want to be your mama, and that's what you want, fine. I don't even want no woman who's trying to, like, this is what she's about to say is the only clip I've seen. I'll play it so y'all can see it too. But no cap, I don't even want a woman who wants that much control over my life. I want you to leave me alone sometime. You over here trying to check my breath to see when I'm asleep. Can you go to sleep first sometimes? That's weird. That's weird. Yo. That's weird. I said it earlier. It just that's weird. And what the other girl was saying, the host of this all, I need to figure out her name because she seems cool and she is really fine. But what she's saying is like way more what I'm thinking, way more my speed. You know what I'm saying? We talk about shit. We decide between each other what the other one needs, like an open line of communication. To me, that was the most real thing I done heard on this whole thing. That's what it really is. You need something from me, you tell me. I need something from you, I tell you. I don't want to be. I would never, ever want to be with somebody who was not comfortable telling me what they needed from me. I feel like I've already been in a situation like that. I can tell y'all from experience, that shit is trash city. It's trash city. No one's happy. No one's happy. They not getting what they want. You over here wasting your energy trying to provide something that somebody wants that they can't express to you. Everyone's pissed off. No one's happy. It's garbage. It's garbage. Trash bag. What she's talking about, that communication, that flow, that's beauty right there. She know what it is. That probably made her finer. That really did make her finer. Because she's fine too. But it's just like, her eyes look farther apart than me because of the way she be talking. I'm like, she's a bird brain. Like, she's like, so, like, because you don't. Anyway, look.
Just making sure, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you,
which no one can do,
and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning. I know how you are about midday. I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And when I talk to my girlfriends about it, I was like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. You know what I mean? And my biggest flex should be how I treat myself, which is, so it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of messed up.
What are you getting from all that you're giving?
What
do you
believe? And see, that's my thing is that, like, what do you believe? She did ask the question too. But what do you believe is actually the truth in that? Like, should you be treating yourself first? Should you be treating this man first? Like, what do you really believe in all that? That's weird to me. And like I keep saying, if a man was saying everything she's saying right now, I'd be like, you're bugging, G. You bugging. You got to demand something from her. And not demand, but you should, I don't know what the right word is. Demand, expect, all of these words have like a connotation you don't really want to throw on a relationship. But you should definitely be getting back the energy that you put in a relationship. It don't even got to be a romantic relationship. I'm not going to be your friend no more if our whole friendship is just me doing for you. What? No, I'm cool, bro. I got kids. I don't need another kid. But she just asked the question I wanted to know the answer to. Is like, so what does he do for you in return for those things? And I just have to see the answer. Let's see.
You know what's interesting, and you saw my reaction when I was like, you say that? You asked for that? You know what I mean? I think that I have gotten better at saying the things that I need, but if I don't get it the first time, I don't like to say it again.
So would you do what you're doing for a broke dude?
What do you call broke?
Fair question.
Requires your financial support as well.
No. I think to be broke, you can be
still a great lover, still very romantic, still very emotionally supportive. But I'm just like asking
But
about
I wouldn't even know that. I wouldn't even know that he's all those things. Because I think...
I don't even know why she's about to say that. But she just said, he's still very this, still very that. She never once said that her nigga was any of those things. She never once said he was any of those things. Supportive, romantic, any of that. She never said he was any of those things. Just to be clear. So to say, would you date somebody broke? That to me, that's when the bell rang. Everybody that I've seen do something about this is cutting the video short. You need to let that thing ride on out so you can see what the rub really is. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna rub his back to sleep. He's worth $50 million. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I said earlier, a rich nigga can do shit that everybody else can't do. This really answers all of the questions. We can let this video pretty much play out. I might stop it again if somebody say something interesting, but we done came to the bottom of this. That's the answer. We got it.
There's a lot of people who are financially stable who are broke-minded, and I can't get down with that either.
So let me just clarify the question. What are the requirements from a man to bring to Jazzy in order to get this level of love from you?
I think it's how you make me feel. I have to feel safe with you emotionally. You have to excite me.
I don't believe that.
I need edge. So all this cute, soft shit that I need him to be emotionally this, I do need that. But I also need some edge. And I also need a man that is like, you know, like I am a submissive. So like in a way, my love language in sex is like I like for you to tell me what to do. So sometimes it's like, Jazz, sit your ass down somewhere. It's like, oh shit. What I do? Let me sit down, you know? But it's like someone who is a very, you know, you can be emotional and be soft and things like that, but I still need you to have a little sprinkle of that edge.
Do you need an alpha male?
Yes, only.
She's talking about in the world of rich niggas, and that is why she is saying the things that she's saying. If you didn't catch everything she was saying for what it really was, scroll back. Only consider a world where every potential person you want to date is a millionaire or potentially a millionaire. I'm not hating on her for this. This is not me saying these girls is birds. They only want rich niggas, blah, 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 blah. That's your preference. You can get that. Go on with it. If I was in a position to be able to get a woman who had all that money and she wanted to spend it on me and all I had to do was show up, that's probably what I'd be doing right now. Because when I tell you I'm tired of this job. I'm not hating on Shawty, but what I am saying is, she's like, all that money buys most of the stuff that you're talking about. Like a man can be romantic with enough money because he gonna buy me stuff that I like, and I like being boss stuff. I can't be with nobody broke minded. She's like, I can't be with nobody who got a lot of money who don't spend it. That's what she's saying. I need somebody who got a little edge. I don't like. She don't want a Russell Wilson. That's what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? She's saying she don't want no square. She wants some. So she's like, I'm cool with the fact that I want a future ass nigga, meaning he might treat me a little bad, because that's what I want. As long as he got money, because like that give me something. Because and when she says she like excitement, she like edge. Those are women who kind of like to have a little drama around them. They like to be calling you, trying to see where you at. They like for you to be out in the streets. I swear to you, I have been with women like this. I have been with women like this who prefer it to be some kind of chaos. I don't know this girl and how she grew up or whatever. In my particular instance, the girl kind of grew up in chaos. And in my opinion, she just didn't know how to find comfort in anything else. So like if everything was chill, she'll like try and manufacture something. So it's like something to be on edge about. She's like, well, what do you pay attention to when nothing's going on? Like, motherfucker, you sleep. But anyway, yeah, let's play this out.
Only. And, you know, and I think men are confused on if they are or not. And if you are confused, you're not one.
What is an alpha man?
I think in my experience of an alpha male, it is somebody who is respected, you know, walks in the room and everybody just kind of like feels their presence.
Some people can interpret submissiveness as like anything goes, like I'll put up with anything.
No way. I mean, like, I think anything goes for sure if you're comfortable with the person. Because I'm doing shit I never did before. I'm just like, I would have never done this, but you know what? I'm comfortable with this person and I feel safe.
Do you have an example?
Anal. Like, give an example. Yeah, that.
Do you do it for you or do you do it for them?
I do it for him because for me, I'm not at a place where I like it yet. We had one successful time where I was like, okay.
See, that's a different kind of person too. The video is over, so we can be done with it too. That's a different kind of person to me too. As a man, like, I don't want you doing nothing you don't really like. Like, that's weird to me. I don't know. But yeah. And it's just funny to me that even when she keeps saying, like, when she's like, oh, I do things I never done, like, da 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 da, like, everything to her kind of almost relates back to, like, sex or, like, doing something. Like, it ain't no real relationship there from what I can see. That's all I'm saying. It don't seem to be no real relationship there. She take care of that nigga and he use her and provide for her and then go on about his business. And I ain't trying to hate on that man, like, whatever. She consenting to whatever it is they doing. So I will say this. If they split up and she want to come, oh, he treated me this bad, he didn't do whatever, I'm not listening to it. No. I watched the whole interview of you talking about you don't need nothing from a nigga but dick. You like, long as this motherfucker show up, I'm here and I'm letting him stroke this thing on down. So, don't try and change it up. We already know what you said. You said you was packing bags and rubbing backs and laying on your back, and that's all that you was with. You wasn't tripping on nothing. You said over and over again, he ain't got to do nothing for me. So don't be on he was out here doing da 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 da. You said you didn't care. So that's it, man. Y'all make sure you like, subscribe to videos, all that good stuff, man. F.T.S. Network. Go follow the podcast on all your listening platforms. We do fun stuff over there too. Peace.